Okay. As I typically would say this time of year, I like where we're at. I like this, I like the way the team is practiced. We've gone 2 weeks and practiced 3 days a week. We're going Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday right now. And the guys are meeting on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And they've been really putting in a lot of work, which that's what I appreciate right now is their attitude, their willingness to take coaching. In the spring, it's such a fundamental game that we have to do and get better fundamentally. Because I just told the team this 10 minutes ago before I walked off there was, if you look at last year's either success or some of the areas where we fell short in certain games, critical areas, 90% of the time it comes down to fundamentals, and fundamentally doing the things necessary and executing. And I think there's a fine line in the spring because we have a new offensive coordinator again, and you have to put so much in. I'm very pleased with the way they've been able to put a lot in, at least a lot of window dressing and a lot of things that make it hard on defenses. I think the critical part for us will be in the next 2 weeks is to refine that, and get being able to function without coaches out there trying to coach them before and after every play where they could just get on the field and execute. That's what I'm looking for the last 2 weeks is 2 weeks plus, I guess, is just kind of trying to refine that. We definitely have playmakers. We have guys that can stretch the field. I feel like we're stronger up front. We're down some D linemen with either preseason or postseason surgery, so they never even got to participate in the spring, and then a few tweaks, minor things, makes it hard to practice. Well, Susan had mentioned to me and Tony about getting you guys out there. More than happy to. I should have probably done that today. It's my fault. Maybe next Saturday come out there. We'll scrimmage more next week, but you guys can come out early and watch some individual, maybe some 7-on-7, and see some things. Get you guys out there, but I feel like we've got some really good players. We just got to put it all together, and we got to just be more detailed in the things that we're doing. And that's a fine line because we have so much to put in, so much install, but yet we got to be able to execute it at a high level. So that's what we're working on, but definitely feel like there's some players out there.
Mark, this time a year ago, there was one of these days where you were really upset about leadership. How much of bringing Dean back and what he's doing was to address some of that, and how have you seen that part of this come this spring with a bunch of new transfers and all that stuff?
Yeah, I don't remember that it being in the spring, but it's nice at this point. I've been very pleased with this group. I love the way they're working. These guys are up early every day, and today I let them sleep in a little bit. Probably 8 been sleeping in for them, and so they're up early and they have great attitudes and have been working, and I love that, and that tells me that they're getting good leadership from their coordinators, their position coaches, and carrying that to the field. And with the things we're doing off the field with Coach Hood and with others, I think it all helps. And again, I know I said that a lot last year because I meant it, that I like the group, I like the team, even though, some results I'd like to have over and do a better job and, get us a few more victories. But so far, this group has been really good. They've been very, very enthusiastic and I think confident. I think we have some guys that have been in our program. So you have some leadership, some maturity, guys that know what to expect. We worked hard at the transfers coming in to understand what our culture is and what we expect. And you heard me talk about that a year ago. Maybe I could do a better job in that area because, we're not in the era where I've had guys, stay in the system 2, 3, 4, 5 years like I used to. And so you got to make sure I expedite that process. And it's been a lot of fun.
questions? Anyone else?
Fred Ferrier was a guy that you all didn't offer out of high school. He didn't have huge numbers. What about him in the portal did you all like to bring in?
Production, playing experience. He's carried that over. We needed depth and we needed players, and been very pleased with the way he's playing.
Mark, I know it's way early, but new OC, learning terminology, but in terms of pace of play on offense, have you seen
not
any?
even close. Not even close. Much more efficient that way. Yes, even with the new terminology and new plays and everything. Now, with the amount of guys that we're playing and with complexity, which he has the ability to use in that offense, there are still coaches out there helping, getting lined up and everything. So we don't want to necessarily waste complete reps. So we tried today, I did for about the last 25 minutes of practice, totally game-like situation, using the, communication devices and everybody off to the side and everything, but we're not there yet with all the details of all that.
Mark, both Coach Wolford and Bush mentioned running downhill in practice and doing that more. Is that something you guys have emphasis to get the physicality back? Like it sounds, because Coach Wolford mentioned maybe things in past years where you guys weren't doing the running at the downhill as much.
Yeah, without question. I mean, we like he said, and it's true. I mean, we have to practice that way. We always have. I haven't altered practice schedules. It's a matter of what's called and how you work it and what you do and what we do in individual work. And one of the old linemen that I was with over the weekend at a recruiting event was joking or having some fun that Wolf was wearing them out in individual. You know what I mean? So when you're doing 10, 15-yard line drills where you're pushing them pretty far, that has a tendency to wear you out. So we need to do some of that. But we worked in some we hit today. We hit a couple zones and we hit a couple gap schemes really well, and we'll mix it all in.
Barry on told us, we asked him about being one of the older guys. He kind of chafed at that old guy, But he said he's helping the young guys, and it feels like this could be a real pivotal year for him. Have you seen a little more maturity and development?
I've seen much more consistency with him. Yeah, I love it. He's been really good, and taking the medicine, so to speak. Really working hard to take the coach into little details. Sometimes when you're young and super talented, you can do special things with the ball in your hand. But it's all the little details and that is going to make you that much better of a player. And he's been really fun to work with. He's had great energy and, always very explosive and he's made some good plays. And it's really nice because it's not nice for me as a defensive coach, but we're getting the ball down the field more. And it's aggravating on the defensive side, but it's fun. On the offensive side. Talk about you right now.
How beneficial has it been able to have a guy like him who's been in your program? A guy like Barron who's been in your program, right, with the transfer portal and Key also?
Well, it starts with those two guys. I mean, I was talking out there with somebody, but like you have those two guys that are going into their third season. This is where they need to make the jump, and we're seeing. I'm seeing more consistency. I'm seeing them, the details, the leadership, difficult catches. They've all had their moments, but it's consistency that we're looking for. And, I'm seeing some good results right now.
Mark, a couple of those redshirt freshmen, D lineman Gatson and Gilbert, what have you seen from them with a little bit of experience under their belt?
Yeah, I think, we're going to need them both. Kendrick isn't quite full go yet with his surgery, off-season surgery. So, but, we expect really good things about, from him. But Tavion's really a big, good-looking prospect that just needs a lot of work.
Are they getting that chance for more
Absolutely.
reps? It sounded like the depth.
Oh, the depth is definitely an
challenge.
issue right now at D-line. So, yeah, they're getting a lot of reps. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But again, Kendrick can't get the full contact yet. He's not cleared for the full contact yet.
Mark, 2 years ago, when you hired Rich, you talked a lot about bringing Will into those meetings and search. Just in the era of the transfer portal, when you had gotten all these guys to come in and play for William, did you have to have those conversations while you were doing the search this time? Or were you
I did not. I did not. No, I felt confident that I had to get who was right for this position, and if I did, if I got the right person, that would fit.
If I could ask you about one more red shirt, right? Avery Stewart.
Yeah.
What's he showing in the second?
Again, he needs to learn. He needs the reps. That position, there's a lot of moving pieces. Experience matters, and better needs to continue to grow. This spring is critical for him.
Couple more. Anybody else? Everybody good? All right. Thank you.